Hey, what's going on, everyone? Vega here for SerpentX Tech. This is a continuation on from my previous video where we opened up a box sent by Goldshell, which had the SC Lite in it. You're not going to find it on hashrate.no, but you will find it on ASIC miner value. We talk about profitability, basically 15 cents a day right now at 12 cents per kilowatt hour, or 52 bucks after a whole year of mining the tokens available, which are Sidecoin or SC Prime. So not that attractive unless you're not paying for electricity. You can see the ROI is never for most of these, especially at the cost of around $1,000 or less. But you can mine and stack a bunch of this cryptocurrency in the hopes that when the bull market does come into full effect, you're hashing away no problem. Now, looking at the history, Sidecoin's been around since 2015, at least on CoinMarketCap. And SC Prime has been around since 2020, and there's a bunch of markets available for Sidecoin compared to only two on SC Prime trade over with two separate pairs that you could trade on. So it's catch 22, and the main focus is thermals, right? Right now, outside air ambient temperatures around 102, almost 103 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's not even the peak of summer yet. And the inside of my garage is 100 degrees. So I'm definitely going to need to crack it, because you could see hardware temperatures after we just started mining is 82 degrees Celsius, and fan RPM, while it does max out at 2200, is sitting around 1300. I have a feeling that's going to continue to ramp up as the garage continues to heat up over time. One of the hash boards is running extra hot compared to everybody else. You see this? Sitting at 85.8 degrees Celsius while the rest are sitting at around 80. But again, as the garage heats up, I have a feeling this miner is going to become more and more unhappy. Now, we should be getting theoretically around the 4,400, but or 4.4 terahash, excuse me, plus or minus 5%. I think we're definitely going to be below that because of the thermal conditions this miner is in. That's very important, and it needs to help you make the decision. It needs to be a part of your decision-making process. Is where is this thing going to sit? Where's this thing going to live? What are the thermals like in that environment? You know, mining shed, garage, attic, trailer, wherever it might be. You need to consider that when running these type of miners, because you could wind up killing the unit faster than you expected just because you're not giving it an adequate environment in which it can be successful. However, we're going to let this ride out, and I'm going to bring you back to see where the temperatures peaked out. Right now, the garage is completely closed. There is no cracked air ventilation whatsoever. So I want to see what it gets up to and what it drops the hash rate to. We're sitting at 4.4, which is where we should be, or 4,400 gigahash. But I think the thermals, if it can sustain, we should be good. These fans should continue to ramp up, but we'll see how that goes. So be back in about an hour or so once the temperatures have leveled off. You can see right now it's around 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so the temperatures should be at its maximum already as far as outside air ambient and garage air ambient. So it's been about an hour, and still the temperature overall still around 80.2 degrees Celsius. Hardware error rate's a little bit higher than I would like, but again, thermals probably aren't the best. Fan speeds went back to 1,000, and this thing is like whisper quiet. Let me see. Let me go get you a quick shot of the sound. It's just so quiet. And at different board temperatures, even the hottest one went down in temperature. Instead of 85, almost 86 degrees Celsius, it's at 84.3. And every other one is at 80. So my garage temperature has climbed up to 104, but the miner is still going. And the maximum temperature that most ASICs likes to sit at when they're operating, as far as ambient air temperature, not the machine temperature, is below 35 degrees Celsius. So 35 degrees Celsius or below that is where you want to be, which is around 95 degrees Fahrenheit. But as you saw in my previous video, and maybe from a clip that I provided, we're at 104 to 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So we're definitely not within the range that most ASIC manufacturers would recommend. Quick side note, chip temperatures are different from PCB temperatures. The chips may be able to handle 125 degrees or 135 degrees or whatever it might be. But the PCB is another thing you need to consider when it comes to thermals. Most PCBs are going to be anywhere between 80 to 90 degrees Celsius. And if we're running beyond that, we might be slowly but surely doing damage to the unit, again, reducing the lifespan of these devices. And I've seen farms that have rows on rows of machines running at an ambient air temperature of 110, 115 degrees Fahrenheit. So I think this will just do just fine. Now, again, as far as profitability wise, ASIC miner value brings us some basic information. But what I noticed is DX Pool actually has a calculator, and they do have the SC Lite on it. And the calculations for power is up here. We got it at 10 cents per kilowatt hour. If we up that to 12 cents, we could see that the SC Lite is down to about 40 cents a day on the SCP or SC Prime token. If we go to Sidecoin, that goes to about negative 14 cents a day at 12 cents per kilowatt hour. And you can see the differences. So it's very cool that DX Pool has this calculator kind of built in as well. But we did answer the question. This thing can run hot and it will be just fine. I would like to open, there's the fans ramping up a little bit more, 1300, but we've been sitting at that 4.4 terahash consistently, even though it's hot as heck outside. You can see one of the boards is just getting a lot of errors here. Maybe there's a firmware update I can do, but the main goal was to see how hot, and sorry for my phone going off right next to your ear, but how hot can this thing run? And this thing can run pretty hot, and it's whisper quiet. So not bad. Not the most profitable miner out there, but pick and choose what is best for you, your setup, and focus on the tokens you're trying to obtain, right? Everybody's chasing the dollar signs, and I care more about the actual cryptocurrency that I am mining and stacking as much of it as possible, because I either, one, believe in the project, or two, believe in where the project can be in the future. Either way, that's going to do it for today's video. So do me a favor on the way out. Hit the like button. Make sure to get subscribed. Hit the notification bell to stay up to date, as well as check out additional links in the description to help support the channel and what we do here. And I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.